Good morning everyone, we are the work team composed of María, Antonia, Mónica, María Isabel, Francelly and myself, Nicolás. Today we are going to present the article titled "Do patients with axial spondyloarthritis with active disease suffer from greater disease burden and work impairment? Results from the International Map of Axial Spondyloarthritis, IMAS." First, we will talk about the abstract of the article. This study focused on patients with axial spondyloarthritis, a chronic inflammatory disease that mainly affects the spine and sacroiliac joints. The main objective was to evaluate how many patients had active disease and to identify the factors associated with it. The research included more than 5,000 from 27 countries around the world. The investigators used the Bedoya scale to measure disease activity. The results showed that approximately 75% of patients had active disease. Patients with active disease experience greater spinal stiffness, higher functional limitation, poorer mental health, and more difficulties in employment and daily activities. Now, moving to the analysis of the study. The article demonstrated that axial spondyloarthritis does not only affect physical health, but also emotional and social well-being. Patients with higher disease activity report more pain, fatigue, and work impairment. An important finding was that women tended to report higher disease activity, while men showed greater difficulties related to employment. The study also highlighted that mental health problems such as anxiety and depression were strongly associated with active disease. Another important point is that regions with late diagnosis, such as South Africa, presented higher percentages of active disease. This suggests that early diagnosis and treatment are essential to improve patient outcomes. Finally, the conclusions. The study concludes that most patients with axial spondyloarthritis continue to experience clinical active disease despite current treatments. Disease activity is closely related to physical limitation, mental health problems, and reduced work capacity. The authors emphasize the importance of a holistic and multidisciplinary approach that includes medical treatment, physical therapy, psychological support, and work-related guidance in order to improve patient quality of life. And thank you very much for your attention.